welcome back. All right, so I'm quilting here today on these bonus blocks on my new class sample, the 9 Patchalong 5.0, and I'm kind of just having fun playing around with my mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. So as I'm playing around, I'm like, what are some fun, really basic ideas that I can share that will inspire you to grab your machine quilting rulers and finish those quilts? So today I thought it would be fun to show you how you can use the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler to quilt 1-inch cross hatching in a quilt block without doing any marking. It's so much easier than you thought. So let's jump over to my machine and let's get stitching. So I'm not being any type of a perfectionist here. I'm just going to show you an easy way to achieve a cool design with simple machine quilting. So I've already stitched in the ditch around the outside of my block. Now I'm going to be using the markings here on the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. So right here through the center of the ruler, there are a few angled lines. This inside line indicates a 45-degree angle. So if I line up that 45-degree angle line on the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler with the ditch, I know that my ruler is held at a 45-degree angle and I can stitch a straight line that will be a perfect 45-degree angle without doing any markings. So let's do that. Once I have stitched that first line, now I'm going to travel along my ditch at the bottom of the block. Now I'm eyeballing here. I want to stitch over about 1 inch. So I'll hold my ruler here and I can see, okay, here's the 1/2 inch marking. Next is the 3/4 inch marking. Now these markings, the 1/2 inch, the 3/4 inch, and the 1 inch marking are all measuring from my needle position. So if I were to hold my ruler right here, my lines would be spaced 3/4 of an inch apart. So I'm going to travel a little bit further along my ditch. Oh, I went too far, to the point where now my 1 inch marked line can go right on top of my previous stitch line. Now to make sure that all of my lines are as straight as they can be, I can again line up this 45-degree marked line and that 1 inch marked line on top of my stitching, engage my machine, use gentle pressure, and I'll stitch another line. Now once I reach the side of the block, I'm going to repeat that same thing, traveling up this side now 1 inch. And I'll get to that position. Now when I get to the point where I'm 1 inch away, I'll repeat the same process, but this time I can line up this marked line, the 45-degree angle, or I could still line this one up along the bottom, just whichever is most comfortable. But then I'll also line the 1 inch marked line up on top of my previous stitch line and repeat that process. Now I'll repeat that process until I fill in this side of the block completely with these straight lines that are evenly spaced 1 inch apart. Now I'm ready to finish that cross hatching. So I've actually traveled down this ditch over here on this side, and I chose to stop just at the point where my stitching has intersected there. You can really start this anywhere you want if you're not trying to achieve perfection, which I already told you I am not. So at this point, I'm going to line up that 45-degree marked line on top of the ditch here at the bottom of the block. Again, I've traveled down this block down here to the bottom because it's more comfortable for me to hold my rulers closer to my body down here and push away. By stitching in the ditch all the way around first, I've stabilized the block so I feel like I'm not worrying about any shifting when I'm doing this. So I'll engage the machine and apply gentle pressure as I stitch that first diagonal line. I'll travel along my ditch, moving over 1 inch and then lining up those marked lines. Now I'll repeat the same process, filling in the block completely. found a bit of inspiration from that fun cross-hatching vlog. You can really see the machine quilting rulers can be so much fun and create such accurate results. You can pick up my mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler and our Piece and Quilt pop socket ruler grips on our website, pieceandquilt.com. You can also enroll in my brand new free class, the 9 Patchalong 5.0, for loads of machine quilting inspiration. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you next week.